I knew that LukeyMC dude's relationship was cooked from the start. And as a disclaimer, no, I did not watch his video talking about his breakup, because I don't really care. So if you're fine with me being a LARP, then go ahead and watch this video. But LukeyMC, right? The bodybuilder, or the Minecraft YouTuber turned bodybuilder turned whatever. Perfect healthy relationship advice. Guys, when he started making perfect relationship advice or healthy relationship advice, I started despising the dude so bad. Because he was giving this advice like it was the objective advice to be healthy, to conquer the challenge or the reward of a healthy relationship. But in all reality, a healthy relationship looks different for a lot of different types of people. So I might be just like my viewers, right? I might just be like, oh, you're doing overgeneralization. These people genuinely were, right? I have no proof. I'm talking completely off of bias here. So if you're not okay with that, if you're trying to get into the logistics of everything, I'm not. I'm ranting about this dude. Every time I had ever watched one of their videos, I just got the feeling that they thought they were superior. They thought they were so right, and they were giving this information off like it was some objective thing, right? And my bad if they ever threw in some, this might not work for everybody, or this might not do whatever. Either way, they made their whole brand, at least between the two of them, of how much of a healthy relationship they are. On top of that, incels, involuntary celibates, probably not hateful under these comments, but they're still involuntary celibates, very much glamorizing this relationship, this dynamic between the two. Like, oh my god, look at them, they're two influencers that are giving off dating advice about healthy relationships. They're such a power couple, am I right? And it's like, it comes off as so soulless. I'm going completely off of vibes here. This is nothing confirmed. I'm gonna say that again and again. But every time I watched one of those videos, the girl seemed visibly uncomfortable. Like she was convinced to do these videos and stuff, yeah. Oh, I remember one of their takes. It was like, why would you and your partner take a break just to break up? Are you serious? No, because you gotta be kidding me, right? We're saying this and we're branding ourselves as the healthy relationship advice, right? The advice so you can acquire a healthy relationship between you and your partner. But the advice was, don't take a break. Like, don't take a break, just break up. And I don't remember if they were saying like, oh, if things are just toxic, then take a break. Either way, this whole sentiment of take a break instead of taking a break, break up. I don't know, yo. So I'm watching a video right now. She says, I've never taken a quote-unquote break in my entire life. We break up. That's like being married and being like, hey, I'm going to peace out for a little bit, and then I'll recommit to you in a couple of weeks. And then the dude starts agreeing, saying, you just don't want to commit. I know they're on live stream saying all this, so it's like, I don't know. I don't know if they were live streaming, I don't know if they were filming a video or some shit. But it's low-key way worse if they were filming a video and they just said, send it, man. They deadass said nothing about nuance. They didn't use nuance at all. Guys, holy shit. So I know I'm not just crazy, right? They're trying to speak out advice like it's the fucking gospel, yo. Like it's the fucking forspoken prophecy. They absolutely don't explore any nuance within the concept of relation breaks. This is just a personal opinion, but that would be fine if their whole entire brand wasn't how much of a healthy relationship they are and how much they want to give advice of how much of a healthy relationship they are, dude. What the fuck? It's genuinely like it's actually irritating. Right, because I'll go back to the point of this girl literally looks uncomfortable every time she's on screen with this dude. And don't even get me started with like corporatizing personal relationships. Corporatizing a personal relationship or like a family and a friend and making that a corporatized business like operation, making it a business transaction, making it transactional for revenue and reputation. That will ruin anything, right? And you know, I'm saying all this when I didn't watch the video on LukeyMC's breakup. I'll say again, I didn't really care for it. I didn't really care to watch the video. I just knew he was always going to break up with his partner. Actually, no, rephrase that. I knew they were going to break up. I knew they were not going to be a fit. You want to know why? Because they corporatized their relationship. They immediately branded it when it could have stayed within the personal confines of each other. And here's the thing. When you're a brand, and when you're an influencer and you have a business partner, if they do a bad job, if you have tension between them, you can just cut them off, right? You can get a new manager, you can get a new editor, you can get a new content partner. With your partner, your romantic partner, it's going to be way more personal if you say, I don't want you working with me anymore. And to be honest, breaking that stick kind of ruins the relationship, if not at the very most, puts it through a big hurdle. It gets personal really fast. And I'm aware that LukeyMC is also a very religious person. And it's like, so I guess we're just kind of used to telling other people things and portraying it as facts, right? So it's like, my biggest criticisms about LukeyMC's relationship was they corporatized their relationship. They had no nuance whatsoever within their advice, and they pretended to be perfect, and for 4, it kind of seems like the girl didn't even want to be there. Listen, I'm not trying to cancel the dude. I'm not trying to do nothing and none of that. This is just my personal thoughts on LukeyMC, right? Don't send any hate to the dude, like, and I'm way smaller, so it's probably going to be impossible. And I said probably, okay? Just don't do it. But it's like, yo, I saw this coming from the start. Like, literally a year or so before they broke up, I saw these people, I saw the red flags, and I was like, there's no way this is lasting. On top of that, their whole like brand of the perfect relationship, the healthy relationship, it's so performative. Cause on screen, on the camera, you can act like whatever you want. But behind the scenes, it can be a lot more different, right? And it's like, yo, we really dug ourselves into the grave with this one. Guys, the moral of the story is that if you ever have a friendship, a partner, a familial connection, I would hardly ever associate with them business-wise. You want to know why? Because when your relationship with them becomes a business transaction, it is 10 times easier for that shit to just straight up fail, break, and you just lose your personal connection to that person in general. So please don't sell the soul of your relationship in trade for financial gain. Anyways, that's pretty much it I saw this coming from the start, guys. Peace.